gotta pop out with that new hash. Been a minute since you got the groove like this. Check the weather, find out what's the move right quick. We could go together, I'll come through in my whip. I put fists together, I assume my drip.
Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another Ital Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. So today I am doing day 1 of my 2-day raw vegan fast, and oh by jolly me, did my body feel so amazing at the end of these 2 days. I'm not going to lie, as a person that has been enjoying cooked fully vegan meals for the past 6 years, I genuinely considered becoming a raw vegan after these 2 days. I just felt so mentally clear and my body felt amazing. My body was able to actually digest the food that I was putting into it, because a lot of times when you're just cooking all of your food, your body can sometimes have trouble digesting it. Anyways, I started off my day with some delicious grapefruit and green apples. Now I'm filling up my 1 liter water bottle with some key lime juice, and that is a great way to get hydrated at the start of the day. Now to break my fast, aka breakfast, I'm having a raw alkaline vegan cereal, and instead of using any sort of grain or corn or flour, I'm going to be using walnuts as my cereal. And I actually soaked the walnuts overnight because that really helps with digestion. I find when I eat a lot of seeds and a lot of nuts that are not soaked, it kind of makes my stomach hurt. And of course this raw vegan fast is for the purpose of digestion, so I wanted to make sure all of the food I was eating was being digested very well. I'm topping that with a bunch of different things like cinnamon, blueberries, coconut flakes, and I'm also using some homemade walnut milk that I had made the day before. That walnut milk was so creamy, honestly one of my favorite homemade milks ever. Super creamy, alkaline, amazing for your brain, and overall this slapped. I sweetened it with some homemade date paste because date syrup in the stores is just honestly really expensive and it's over processed, so I was like, why not just make the date paste myself, and it tastes like caramel and it's so good. That cereal was really good and very refreshing, and after that, about an hour or two afterwards, I was a bit hungry again, so I decided to go ahead and make a delicious smoothie. This smoothie is featuring papaya and blueberries. Both are high in water content, but not too sweet because I was trying not to have too much sugar today, even natural sugar. I'm putting a lot of superfoods in this, like maca powder, like ashwagandha, like red reishi mushroom, like homemade sea moss, and all of the good something, and this was really nice. I also topped it with some coconut yogurt and some medjool dates. I really love having smoothies because it's like pre-chewed, and we all know that digestion starts in your mouth. The more that you chew, the better and easier it is digested. So it's very important to make sure that you're chewing your food a lot when you're in your mouth. I think they said at least 20 times, but sometimes I find myself chewing maybe like 5 or 7 times and then swallowing, which is not good. We need to be able to consume our food slowly and allow it to digest and reach our stomach before we make that next bite, instead of eating everything in the first 5 minutes. So this has got to be one of my favorite all-time raw vegan meals. It's a simple romaine lettuce leaf raw vegan tacos featuring my walnut taco meat, aka vegan ground beef made from walnuts and mushrooms. If you're interested in this recipe, the link is included in the description box on my website italeatsandtreats.com. I wanted to spice up this recipe by including some minced garlic as well as some onion. It's not necessary, and I'm not gonna lie, it did make my quote-unquote ground beef a bit more wet, but hey, the flavor was definitely there. I wanted to top these with some delicious and fresh and sweet cherry tomatoes, and I went ahead and started to pulse up my walnut taco meat. I definitely pulsed it way too much. I only needed to do it maybe like for 5 seconds, but I did it for 30. So that's one thing to remember when you're making a vegan ground beef from walnuts and mushrooms. Please make sure you're not pulsing it longer than 10 seconds. I'm adding coconut aminos for that delicious umami flavor as well as a brown color, and adding other seasonings. Like I said, you can go grab the recipe for yourself if you're interested. The recipe is also printable. I'm goated. And I wanted to make like a cashew cheese or something. I didn't have any cashew. So instead, I decided to make like this sunflower seed dressing that was really good, and it was just as good as a cashew cream. I'm a saucy girl. All right, I need some good sauce, especially if I'm gonna have something like a taco. So I just went ahead and assembled everything. It was very easy to assemble. Literally just spread on the walnut taco meat, topped it with cherry tomatoes and the sauce. And I think I ate about like 6 or 7 of these until I was full. It was so delicious. I felt so good. Like my stomach was just doing backflips. My stomach and my whole body felt so clean and felt like the digestion was so easy. And even though I've been vegan, sometimes the food that I eat is hard to digest because of all the cooking and high heat that it goes through. So doing this raw vegan fast made my stomach feel absolutely amazing. So now it is dinner time. To end off my day, I'm making my delicious raw vegan marinara sauce with my zucchini zoodles, or my raw zucchini noodles. For this, I don't have a fancy spiraler. You can get one from Amazon, but I'm just using my vegetable peeler to make like wide noodles, and that is fine for me. And I'm gathering all the seasonings I will be needing for my raw vegan marinara sauce. This recipe is also linked in the description box down below and on my website italeatandtreats.com if you're interested. This is one of my absolute favorite all-time raw vegan recipes. It is literally so easy to make and so incredible. The amount of flavor in this dish just blew me away, and this is one of the best ways to have ended the day. I'm dreaming about this recipe right now. The way it tastes so fresh with the zucchini noodles, and if I had more left over of the taco meat, I definitely would have topped it with this because that's what I've done in the past, but unfortunately I did not, but it's okay. But just so you know, they pair together very well, and you can do like 2 or 3 or 4 zucchinis with a whole heap of this sauce on top of it and the walnut taco meat. You will be full for hours, I am telling you. Now, of course, somebody might be watching this video saying, is that all you ate today? How are you like alive? How are you not hungry? This is a 2-day fast. Okay, let's take a breath. This is a fast. Take a deep breath. All right, I do not eat like this every day, and of course there's not much protein today, but I really feel like it's a part of the standard American diet to be obsessed with eating so much protein every day. I personally do not feel the need to eat grams and grams and grams of protein every day. Some days I want to keep it light so that my stomach can have a reset, and so that I can just give my stomach the chance to digest food from today and even the food from the day before, because a lot of people are chronically constipated and they don't even know. So to end off today, I decided to make an antiviral green juice. I am actually not consuming any of this today. I'm just literally meal prepping. I was feeling lazy earlier. I should have made this earlier on in the day because you can't tell in the video, but when I made this, it was absolutely pitch black outside. So I refused to like eat anything past like 8 o'clock because I do intermediate fasting. Whenever I eat super duper late, My stomach usually really hurts when I wake up in the morning or in the rising, so it's just not worth it for me, to be honest. But I had like a lot of this juice the next day and 2 days after that, so it's a win-win for me. The juicer uses Kuvings Auto 10 if you're interested in purchasing. A link in bio will be included, as well as a code ITELEATS for 10% off, which is absolutely goated. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the link in description box. This is my absolute favorite juicer on earth for batch juicing. All I have to do is put everything in the hopper, and the hopper is huge, by the way, and step away and everything's done in about 2 minutes, and it's fresh cold pressed juice with completely dry pulp. Before I head out today, I would also like to note that if you're interested in more juice recipes to heal the body, the mind, and the soul, as well as herbal tea recipes, I have my new juicing ebooks and herbal tea remedy ebooks that will be linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
You know I had to pop out with that new hash. Been a minute since you got the groove like this. Check the weather, find out what's the move right quick. We could go together, I'll come through in my